had the meeting.
Just so we can be sure to get there.
I also found another picture with the wolf with horns, but it has teeny tiny wings and looks kind of weird.
Well, if you ever put fly on...
looking kind of weird is not really a problem for a summoner.
There's been a chaotic summoner.
I mean, it isn't a wolf. That's the thing. That's just an appearance. It is like a weird...
It is a manifestation of her psyche.
Yeah, and since she's chaotic, it can really look like anything.
It looks like whatever's inside her head.
Yep.
Maybe I should find something more weird.
I know for everyone, do not go to Tristan's mind.
Oh, no.
Maybe something like this.
I really want to see what if you're...
What is this? What is this weirdness?
Let's go on DeviantArt and search for like disturbing.
Sure. If you want to, it's a board cartoon. It looks like evil Simba.
The style isn't great, yeah. I mean, if you had the same creature but with a better style, then
what's wrong with the
that is
style?
not completely incorrect.
It's a bit cartoony, but
Okay, it's working now, Jonas. So
it'll work. It looks like a kid. It looks like a kid thing. It's too.
Well, her mind is kind of.
That's true. Her mind is kind of childish. Yeah, he has a stinger, which he doesn't have anymore. But
he doesn't have anymore.
Well, some days he appears with it, some days he appears without it. It's really up to Tristan.
no one knows what's going on anymore.
Maybe he just doesn't use it.
It's still there. It's just becoming nut.
No, he can't. He could. He just isn't able to anymore because he's only capable of attacking with 4 things at once.
So
he can't really handle more. That's a lot to ask.
So he just chooses not to use the tail anymore.
It is a lot to ask. He's goring, biting, and clawing. It's a damn well.
Goring, biting, clawing, and biting.
It's a whirlwind of hurt.
It's really hard.
Yeah, it's like bites and then he hits with the horns.
I kind of imagine that he gores first, like...
Sure, he charges in.
Gore, and then sort of, pushes whatever they have, like their shield or something away, and then bites.
Sure.
Maybe...
And then the claws come after it. He sort of jumps on top of them, right? It is a pounce, so it's kind of like a cat.
This is kind of weird, too.
Rips you apart.
You're finding plenty of things on DeviantArt, though, for summoners.
That's just...
That's just what?
Butterfly cat. The cat can't be threatening. Not those cats. They're just... Those cats.
You'll be surprised what people can make threatening.
What the... This is kind of creepy.
Good, it should be.
Imagine a possum with bat wings. I'll share it. At first I was like, oh, it's just a normal bat, but then, no. That is not a normal bat.
That's an odd thing.
Hello, sheep.
Hey.
Hello, sheep.
Hi, sheep.
Hey, sheep.
I suddenly realized that humans have to eat food, so I made a bunch.
What? You have to eat food?
It's old-fashioned, but
apparently.
That's how I stay alive.
You haven't got the new implant yet?
No, not yet.
Well, it condenses materials out of the air for you to consume. Don't think about food ever again.
Have you heard about those people who only wants to live on air and water?
Yep.
Can you explain what the hell is going on?
Idiocy.
Mad. But they themselves have the cure for it, so...
Yeah, a couple of years ago, a woman actually died from that, from trying to do exactly that. She starved herself to death.
But...
You mean, at what point are you like, I'm so hungry?
But he has need to hold out. Sunlight and water will get me all. I have read so in this book. It's like,
I'm like, I just need a drink.
Exactly.
Welcome to a Darwin Award honorary award winner.
I just don't get it.
collected woo-woo awards of the world. You have won because you have died.
But why would anyone do that?
Because they're idiots and they don't know better.
Yes.
There is such a thing as human stupidity.
But Mind over matter means that I can force my body to accept photosynthesis as its primary source of consumption.
Yeah, that's basically what these people believe.
Yeah.
they can live on sunlight and water.
Yes.
Like a plant. Bushes
like a
can do
plant.
it. Why can't you?
I'm not
Exactly.
saying it's impossible.
Well-
I just know of no known instance in which it's ever happened.
It's improbable.
Well, first things first, look at a bush, and then look at yourself.
Yes.
That's why a bush can do it.
But to these people, they're like, oh, but
Back to
I'm
the bush.
actually like a,
Now
I'm
the
actually
bush
like
is made of
a
diamonds.
being. I'm like a being of light that has lived on
Star
Atlantis, and I'm a star child from the Atlantis, and now I can live forever if I just master my inner unicorn or whatever.
Look at this one.
Is that an inner unicorn?
But you
No,
gotta
it's-
think, like, after like a week,
That's a
You're
pretty good
super
one. Look at that
like-
blade it has.
when you're dying, you gotta think that someone was like, maybe I should just eat like a
No,
little bit of food. You know?
It's the delirium that's in the moment. It's like, yes, I'm getting in touch with my inner
Yeah,
Atlantis
Exactly.
or whatever.
It's working. It's working. I can see the light. It's like, yeah, that's that's your
Well,
own death you see coming there.
It's not that weird that they see weird stuff, because when you are very hungry, you do hallucinate.
Yeah, of
because,
course. But
so
they
of
don't
course
know
you're
that.
prone
They-
to see weird stuff.
Yeah, but they don't know that. They don't know that if you're hungry, you will hallucinate. They think they're in touch with their spirits and light beings and unicorns.
Have they not seen that cartoon with the mouse who's in the desert and then he keeps seeing his
No.
family that are cactuses?
Yes,
I-
It's like-
the leading
I-
authority on physiology, the mouse cartoon.
I frequent certain forums on the internet, and on one of those forums, a couple of years ago, someone posted a video to a Paranormal Activity trailer and said, "Oh, you people laugh at us believing in ghosts. Well, look at this! How dangerous it is!" Because they took it as fact.
Earlier today, I saw a story about a American woman who is suing a hospital because she thinks that the MRI machine stole her psychic powers.
What?
See,
Probably the
Yeah,
government.
she used to be psychic, but then the hospital scanned her, and then she stopped.
oh
being
no, the magic is gone.
Yeah.
Stolen it with
Maybe-
the anti-magic machine.
You
As we
know,
all know, magnets are evil.
Yeah, well,
Well,
And that
the-
includes giant electromagnets.
it's filled
the-
with horror, man. The
thing is-
technology.
people will believe anything if they really truly believe it. So maybe if we said that if
It's a
if you
truism.
go through this machine, you will lose it. But
People-
that's the only thing we can do to save you.
People will
And then
believe
they will
anything if
choose-
they believe it.
Then they will truly believe that they lost their powers, but they did it just so they could survive.
Yeah, but it's
Maybe every doctor should do that.
like all of it, you know, like Dimension said, they are either lying or psychically ill, probably. if they think they have,
Delusional.
if they
Not
have like
psychically ill.
psychically, physically,
mentally.
psychology, mentally.
Or maybe there's a greater conspiracy underfoot here with the hospitals of the United States and the MRI machines. I don't know. I'm not psychically
Just,
active, so
you know,
I've never
you know
had a
what-
problem.
You know what,
Keeping
Grimith?
up
I
the
think you're onto
masquerade?
something here. I think Illuminati is behind it, and I think the MRI machines are connected to HARP, so they control the weather and the minds
I
of the
think
people.
Majestic 12's gotten involved in this business too.
Yeah, see?
Bob Page has orchestrated everything from afar.
The Bilderberger Group is on it.
Big Pharma.
New World Order.
Well, you know,
GM Foods.
It's you know, it's lucky Grimith have all of these weapons so can fight them off.
my
Exactly.
dad
Yeehaw!
believed that,
I can see Grimith with a cowboy hat screaming yeehaw, shooting at the camera.
That is not how it looks down here.
my dad is
Fucking stereotypes.
completely sure that Tylenol is a scam.
What?
Tylenol,
Tylenol?
acetaminophen, you know.
Oh. Like, medicine, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Tylenol.
Like
Yeah, yeah.
Tylenol?
If you have a headache, there's a pill you can take and it goes away.
Yes.
He
Well,
says that,
medicine is kind of iffy because some medicine really is scam.
yeah,
I mean,
but
the placebo effect is a giant.
It's
a
very
giant
strong.
effect on a lot of things. Yeah.
the placebo effect is very strong to many people.
But you know,
But he did not believe in, if you have a headache, you can take a pill and it will go away. So he didn't want any of us to have those when we were kids. But my mom is a strong believer in it, so
just a battle of
we got it anyway.
Oh,
So-
just smuggle it in, sure. Yeah, I mean the placebo effect. If for medicine to be declared a medicine, it has to be stronger than the placebo effect usually. That's one of the criteria. If it's not, then it's not really medicine. It's a placebo. That's
I'll
the
tell you what I don't
Like-
believe
like-
in. I don't believe in starting tabletop RPGs on time.
Let's discuss more into controversial issues. So stem cells, huh?
Yeah,
The thing
right.
is, they're not controversial anymore in most places.
Well, then let's start.
All right. Well, let's abortions. How about that?
No, let's start the game.
There's not really been a discussion about that here either.
I'm gonna use a
No.
fucking clothes hanger in this tabletop game if we don't get underway.
We're aborting this tabletop game. All right.
I think we should start the game.
Yes, let's start the game and leave all the seriousness of the real world behind and concentrate on the seriousness of the current situation, which DDS will explain to us what happened last time.
If he unmutes himself.
Tumbleweed.
That's a fucking 50 DKP minus.
I was just saying. He's just like zoned out.
Maybe it's hyped up until an all or something. All right, how about Manakai explains what happens last time?
Well, last time we decided that instead of just sitting around for the 10 days until there was going to be a meeting between this Gizral and the Zan, we should go do something. And after browsing through what we could do, we decided to explore Mount Uranoth in the south, where we had heard that the Dwagar once hung out. So we took the submarine and we sailed to the southern coast of the lake, and then walked the rest of the way to Mount Uranoth. On the way, we saw a lot of Dwagar ruins, and it was quite clear that they had like a huge amount of fortifications here, although they were all completely ruined. And I mean, apparently we all could already see their just from their architecture how cruel they were. So it must have been quite something. At that point, we got to Mount Uranoth, slept under it, and ascended it. Yeah, there was a stairway up. It seemed like it reached even further than any of the mounts on the Isle of Seven Horns. And, well, up there we found a cave entrance. We entered, promptly explored it. Elinari leading the main group and Villanit going sort of off to a side. We found a lot of traps and killed a lot of kobolds and giant rats and such. In the end, we got to a cave where a crazy Dwagar was doing some sort of ritual. We promptly tried to kill him. Then we were attacked by a million zombies, which we then luckily murdered and killed without dying. And then we decided to go back and sleep because we could deal with more kobolds, but we felt like it would be better to rest first. I think that was the main of it. Anything I missed?
There was about an hour where we did not play at all due to technical difficulties.
That's true.
Which means now I'm hosting, so all the blame's going to go to me if it fails.
Yeah, but you suck.
There you go.
There, we said it.
And you
That's
had a
all,
minus
folks.
50 DKP. You stood
Yeah.
there.
Yes, I moved your tokens to the fungal jungle map, so you can find them there. And you took a rest, I do believe.
What the fuck, Jonas? I'd already copied and pasted this shit last week. Now I gotta take care of this again.
Yep.
Yes, I do believe we took a rest.
And you may take a rest.
Rests are very controversial.
Store everything on my sheet.
Yeah. Let me handle this again.
After leveling up, I never get to use many of my channeling attempts. It seems spells are just better.
How weird, huh?
Who would have guessed?
Yeah, who would have guessed?
Like all those feats I used.
We rested, but we are out of healing wands, aren't we?
Why?
One
Elnary's
level.
prepared to
There is one charge of the Cure Light Wounds wand. One.
And as demonstrated last session, Rain can now do healing as well, so we're not completely out.
Until, he gets knocked unconscious.
Yes, then we have a new issue, but...
Elnary's got 2 cure light wounds.
Do I still have that damage thing? I don't remember what it was against.
Yes, just you're still suffering from strength damage, I think it was, or was it Constitution?
I think it was Constitution.
You recover 1 point during the rest,
Yes.
Cool.
Do about that yet? Do like lesser restoration or something?
Yeah, lesser restoration would work.
See if I can get it.
I think it's a
If only
level
it was.
It looks like
Level 3,
it's
I think.
level 3.
Really?
Can't.
Interesting.
Is it even? Isn't even here? Is it even here anymore?
It is.
There is less restoration, certainly.
Search for it.
I use it all the time.
Isn't it like a
could
level
find
1?
it. You could find it under the actual restoration injury.
Oh yeah.
Oh, is level 2 spell?
Yeah, that's what I thought. It's a level 2 spell.
Level 2 spell. How much does it heal? 1d4. How much have you got?
I think it's
Anyone
only
else
like.
got,
I think she only has 1 point now. I don't
Oh.
remember.
Let's see. Mod report. Tell me. I have -1. Yeah.
It'll heal next day.
Tomorrow.
Well,
I'll be honest.
maybe she wants all the hit points back.
If only it was strength, it wouldn't have mattered much. And someone else has to carry her
You
sleeping
still have
bag.
more hit points than Elanir. You'll be fine.
I'll carry your sleeping bag.
Thank you. I feel so much more safe now.
I love that Metagame Eleanor just like looks at Tristlin's like a gamer card, like, no, you'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
You look healthy enough.
There's no
Looks
problem.
at her own sort of arm and feels it slightly than feels Tristland's. Bulging with muscle and strength while her own sort of
Figure,
frailty.
yes.
She is the standard for which it judges everything.
Thank you, sister. I feel so much better now.
Everyone is stronger than me. This is dumb.
She knows that Tristland is a little bit sort of,
I don't think Tristan's...
broad and has sort of...
How much
Yeah,
strength
she
do
has-
you have?
Elinari has 8, but he also has 8 constitution. She is fairly frail.
She's
in
very
her.
frail. Perhaps the blood rituals have, taken the toll from her.
Oh no.
Just doesn't like to work. Really.
That's also an option, yes.
Maybe she doesn't like to work
Rampant laziness.
because she's.
That could also be like a negative spiral.
Yep.
My strength is 8 too.
But the constitution is,
Yeah, 14.
Well,
see?
so when we wake up at the base of Mount Yarnoth, it's been 5 days since we left Zan, and the truce meeting will be taking place in 5 days. Seeing as how this was never discussed during the past week, what the fuck you people want to do? Because, we can attempt to find more kobolds, but since they've secreted themselves in little tiny fucking passageways that we can't fit into...
I'm kind of
I don't see much point in trying to pursue the kobolds.
I'm kind of imagining that when we get to that meeting, Miko finally has a melee weapon, and he uses it on the
ranged
spider.
weapon.
Yeah, ranged. Sorry.
He has
Finally
a
has
ranged
a-
weapon. He bought it.
Yeah.
Or you bought it for him, even.
Yeah.
This is gonna be his first time he's using it.
I mean, it's time to go around the mount, right?
Yeah, there's
done yet.
still that crazy magma worm thing.
Yeah, we haven't really been able to lure it out.
That was near the top, wasn't it?
That's where
Yeah.
you saw him.
Yeah, that's where Rilanid spied him, and it also didn't look as if there were any convenient way to get to the top. We would actually have to ascend the cliff from that platform.
Was that very steep?
Yes.
Yeah. Not something that easily climbed.
So, during the night we rest, there is some rumblings from inside the mountain. It is as if something very large is sort of moving around in there, and at one point you hear as if again something is burrowing around a lot in there, and you think it is up around the basic area where you were before, sort of in the tunnels and stuff. It's hard to say, but whatever it is, it seems somewhat agitated.
Well, certainly any sort of area which involves kobolds, a Duragar, and some sort of crazy worm made out of magma coexisting is of interest.
It's a vegetarian worm.
Yeah. These mushrooms.
Vegetarian Duragar.
I have changed my ways. It's
I eat only the sickly green light.
Exactly.
Can imagine. No one,
He
no
said
one
Drago
trusts-
succeeded in that diet.
No one trusts him, and he's very sad.
Well, you
That's
know,
why he's here.
I really did do it. Boom.
I'll show them all.
2,500
I'm
gold
not
pieces, and you
hurting
too
anyone.
don't have to eat.
Exactly. Tiny classified classified
You can
eggs.
live from lichen and water only.
CEO wages from the comfort of your own home.
Cave even.
Yeah, okay. Dwelling. Yes.
Mayor.
With that in mind, then, I suppose I am in line with Manikai's suggestion that we can hoof around the base of this. Perhaps there is some ancient hidden Duragar passageway leading to the quarry where we kept all of the slaves.
You have found the unspeakable vault.
Why was the vault even a threat to speak to begin with?
Shh.
Yeah.
Can't speak.
By the way, one thing I wanted to bring up. We entered a mine, right? The cave we entered was looking like a mine.
Yes.
Why was there a strange, like, ballroom and stuff in there?
Yes.
It's a
Like,
shame we
maybe
don't know
we
that
missed
much about
something?
Duragar culture.
Was that cheap?
Maybe we missed something? Just something that might be worth considering.
It's possible we missed something. It's
Maybe that's
also
where
possible there's quite a few cave-ins that occurred.
That is true.
We were gonna stay here for 2 more days, right? Before going back.
I think we can, yeah.
Yeah. So maybe if you don't find anything here going around, we can always go up again. Like if that's the only thing there is.
Right.
Let's circle it first. Let's explore the hex, right?
All right.
Yes.
You devote to exploring the hex. Because I did do that. Then I would like to for you to do the traditional rolls for exploring.
All
What, we have
those
to roll?
old rolls.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a long time since those rolls have been done.
We don't take exploring that seriously anymore.
Now that we've explored
You have places
over
to
half
go.
the fungal jungle, yes. Yes, quite, yes, quite. How about we throw down an inspired one of these? Go, and since I was inspired, go. Well, how about a perception check it? DDS, you already took 10. You can't fucking roll after you take 10.
I didn't think I could actually take 10. I was just testing if my bonus was right.
I was just testing my bonuses, Jonas. That's why I rolled a 1. Don't bother.
And that wasn't a 1, it was just fine.
Well, obviously you took 10, yeah.
Jonas can take that however he wants.
And I will. That's a fucking 50 DKP minus.
I mean, it's always
DDS forfeited his roll, okay.
it's always optional to roll twice and take the worst result, right? You can do that.
Sure. You can always roll
you
twice.
can.
And take the
As it turns out, the hag cursed you, and you have that debuff.
Exactly. Oh, damn it.
Like a permanent thing.
You know, maybe that hag wanted to make a changeling with you. Dark?
She seemed to be fond of him. That's true.
We could have had a changeling pet.
We could have a changeling, yeah. We just have to...
Nope, it's not worth it.
Oh, okay.
I had to kill a hack. Sacrifice her. The only way.
Dark could have taken one for the team.
We explore the hex.
Krong is displeased by your sacrifice.
Oh, let's see here. Whoa, diddly.
Young Pale Hunter's like, holy shit, you got a 32 perception. Fuck, you spotted me.
How much did you see of that?
Just young pale hunter.
Just
Good.
Young Pale Hunter.
Good. Good.
I should begin doing stuff like that just to scare you guys, like ancient gold dragon. Bloom.
Hello? Who's
What are
popping
you
in
doing?
to
What are you
say-
doing, DM? So you opened the door, and you're like, yeah, and I just make
Well,
that little-
well,
So, but then you ask, right? So you stand before the door and like, yeah, we open it, and then you ask, how do you open it more precisely? Because that will freak everyone out.
Wow.
Like, oh,
What?
you press against the wall and use like the hilt of my sword to like gently push it open.
Oh,
that's
my-
when you get like super.
Yep.
Paranoia.
That's when you turn like the non-veteran role players. Well, what do you mean?
Well, I mean,
kick it
how? Oh, you kick it in. Oh, well, okay.
I looked at
Are
the
you
ceiling.
sure
Oh.
that's what? Do you really kick it
Oh.
in?
Are you sure?
Focus, people.
I only prepared like one dungeon, one room.
You're gonna open the
so I
new
gotta make
dungeon
it
by doing
last.
this?
Gotta be like, so you open how exactly? Make them really nervous.
Exactly.
So
That's
that's-
End up
a good
pushing it.
trick.
There's like empty room. some
That's
ashes on
right.
the
Listen
ground.
to Tina. She's the voice of reason here. Focus.
Oh,
Yeah, always the voice of reason.
always the voice of reason.
Of treason.
Oh my god! All right, so you search around. Scout, you go through the hex, as it were. You're around the mountain. It takes up most of the hex anyway. But you scout around, and it is Rillanid.
Yeah, I would think so.
That is the one to spot. You take most of the day to scout around. You still hear sort of the rumblings from inside the mountain. But a couple of hours into the scouting, you do see over like a hill, a strange light flash up. Something that to Rilland seems very much alike the strange light around the blue weird pool north of Xan.
All right. Well, finally, this is Rilland's chance to actually take a close look at things without, I don't know, everything being ruined forever. Can't ever let anyone know things, or else then the advantage of stealth and surprise is gone. Well, Rilland's got to take a closer look at this situation using his secret agent man approach, which was heavily detailed last week. To a smooth, jazzy soundtrack in the background.
Oh, I'm sure.
You will investigate this matter further.
All right. How does the
I thought I'd already told you the how, but if you want me to go into detailed nuances of the padded footsteps and violence.
Exactly. So Rilland creeps closer, being on the lookout, and carefully, watches over the crest of the hill. What he sees is a somewhat strange sight. It seems to have created some sort of glade in the mushroom field around here, almost like a crater of sorts.
A glade?
Glade crater, like an opening, where there is no mushrooms.
All right. Glade, I was thinking like this gentle, like rolling
No,
grass. So I was like, what?
No, a mushroom glade.
Holy shit, this is weird. Okay.
We are the sun elves. We have come for you, Rilland.
Son of a bitch.
Damn it.
Do you have gnomes?
And in the middle of this clearing, he sees something that at first glance looks like a very large mushroom, but to him, quickly, in fact, seems to be a structure made of stone. It is adorned with colorful tiles that seem to trying to blend in with the surroundings, sort of trying to camouflage it.
A stone structure camouflaged as a mushroom.
Yes, in the middle of basically a clear area that seems like something just had hit it. Gentle mist sort of hisses around it, almost as if friction or something.
So we're in a little clearing here, Mushroom Glade. There's this sickly glow which emanated from the blue slime pool far to the north, and there's Baba Yaga's hut in disguise.
You don't see the glow anymore.
Okay, the
It
glow is
vanished.
gone.
Yeah, it was like a flash or an explosion.
Rilland's gonna take the rest of this time to maybe more Duragar will come out. Does it appear to be like? Does it have like wind? Oh, obviously no. If it's trying to camouflage as a mushroom, it probably wouldn't have. Maybe they're like hidden, like like the engineering crevices. I don't want to get closer though. That sounds like a trap.
You don't see any windows from the outside.
All right, and he's sort of I don't know. This is the passageway into the mushroom.
Looking around, there seems to be an opening at the base of it.
Okay.
How
big is it?
it is big enough for like a large creature to pass through. Just barely, but it is.
how big is the mushroom itself? I mean,
It's quite large actually. It's like 5 stories.
so we're looking at like the mushroom keep right here.
Yeah,
Okay.
basically. It's not like the stalk of it is not that large. It's more of a tower.
Okay.
Like what would that be? Roughly 25 to 30 across.
Okay.